Do you all realize how we really out here clowning ourselves? Pay attention and watch to the very end.
These passport bros, some odd people, man. Because they all say the same thing about going overseas to find a partner.
Like these passport boys, these people who basically have this idea that somehow there are better women abroad, women that are more feminine, women that are more submissive.
We saw our moms go through shit with our dad. You're talking about, oh, well, you're never gonna get married. Okay, my mom got married and she served my dad hands and feet and she ended up divorcing him because she was sick of his ass. I do not remember my mom ever eating. She cooked dinner for my mom, for my dad, for my sister, and for me, and I can't recall a moment where my mom sat down to eat because she was eating while cooking for us because she didn't have the time. You think that I'm gonna do that?
It's really funny when people think that, like, at least Chinese women will be submissive and whatever, because it's not from what I've seen at all. Typically in relationships that I've seen, the matriarch is the dominant one among the two if it's like two Chinese people.
And so now, because there's so much more men than women now have the power of choice because there are way more men competing for these small selection of women. So the requirements for getting a girlfriend and a wife became super high, which I mean, I think is very valid. It's almost impossible to go and get a girlfriend if you don't have an apartment and a car. And all of the women that I knew were very dominant. Like, they were always shot callers. They were always leading the family. The men were just kind of like filling supporting roles and like doing actually a lot of dishes and laundry and household chores. I always joked with my friends that it was always like the husband that was subservient to their wives, because otherwise, like, the wife just wasn't having it. She would leave if you weren't down for that.
I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
And one thing that really bothers me about this is these same passport bros are the men who probably tried to hit on me in the US before they realized that we don't like them either.
I'll use this to go get your cousin, since she hasn't made it over here yet. Is that alright with you?
You are welcome to go and try and get my cousins, but unfortunately for you, my cousins are Confederate flag-flying racist fucks who live in the mountains of West Virginia. So you can try, but you're probably gonna get kicked on sight.
Happens in front of me so often that I'm so sick of it, I can't just shut the fuck up anymore. Black men specifically feel the need to degrade black women when they are around non-black women.
There's a lot of black men in my comments putting down black women, which is, in the most slanderous of white terms, bonkers.
Black men hate us.
She's not lying at all. They literally say this shit on social media all out in the open frequently and have been doing so for decades. They absolutely do approach non-black women and say, I don't date black women are this, black women wearing weaves, black women in their fake nails, black women are loud, black women are aggressive, black women are this and that, and I'm looking for somebody submissive, I'm looking for somebody fit, friendly, and feminine. Like, they do this all online. If it ain't snowing, I ain't going. If it ain't foreign, it's boring. They do all of this online out in the open.
Y'all can't call us nappy-headed hoes, bald-headed, single and bitter. Tell educated black women how our degrees won't keep us warm at night. Tell single black mothers how they will never amount to anything and nobody will ever want them. Tell black women how we never take accountability for anything, even though they're the ones that stay to raise the child while the daddies run away. Yell about how most of us are on welfare, even though that would be white women in the South. And y'all first order of business after slavery ended was interracial marriage. You think after hearing that for generations, we think that y'all like us?
Yes, white men order women from other countries. We'll go get other women from other countries. But what they don't do is disparage white women. They're never
Thank you. Oh my God.
White women are too loud. White women are too masculine. White women are why we have to go to another country to get someone. You know why? Because white women are literally the pillars that hold up white men. And they fucking know it. You start disparaging white women, and white women will remove themselves as the pillars, and white men will fall on their faces. Because the few knuckleheads that go to other countries to get mail order brides, they're still not going to be the majority, because white men need white women to make white babies. And if there aren't enough white babies, they're no longer the majority. It's what upholds white supremacy. So they may not like white women as a whole, but they're not going to get on a social media app.
She gets it.
And they're not going to disparage us in front of everybody, because they know that without us, they wouldn't have shit.
But part of the reason why we're slow to wake up is because white men don't bash us the way the black men bash black women.
So I know if I black baby, we gonna have a black ass baby.
That's beautiful.
And ain't with that.
Black men with real women who are beautiful and feminine.
Girls that look like this want guys that look like this. But guys that look like this want girls that look like this. But of course the girls that look like this are into the guys that look like this.
Successful black men, they go and get themselves a wife.
And that is a motherfucker that's too comfortable.
That only 15% of black men have married outside of their race.
Us black dudes, a lot of us don't like black girls, right?
Wrong. Okay? Too much dip on the chin.
First off, who the fuck is we? What is this?
Y'all a different breed. I ain't never met no brother that don't like the sisters. Negro, who's us? Who's us?
It ain't snowing.
Boy, fuck no. I do not know you talking about some us and we as black men. Don't speak for me, yo. You gonna have to take them milk and magnesia quest by your damn self, cause I ain't.
Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. How old are you? Like 21 years old? I don't know who you're speaking for, but I think a lot of you who you are speaking for or who you are referring to just don't like girls at all. I don't know why.
There's not a lot of us that don't like black women. There's a little sprinkle of y'all.
What's bro even talking about? Like, you can talk for yourself.
Black girls, right?
Wrong. Imagine pushing a baby out your pussy after 9 months and that motherfucker grow up and instead of becoming a productive member of society, this the shit that motherfucker do.
Class is dismissed. Thank you, Black King.